Hey, what's going on, guys? Moby here, and today we're doing something a little bit different than I normally do. Today I'm going to be talking about this crazy trending math IQ test that I saw pop up on Popular recently on YouTube. And so there's actually a picture of it on the screen right now for you guys to look at. It shows it basically says only 1 in 1,000 people will be able to understand this. It says 1 plus 4 equals 5, 2 plus 5 equals 12, 3 plus 6 equals 21, and 8 plus 11 equals what? And so I'm basically here to tell you why this IQ test is extremely stupid. I will tell you the correct answer, and then I will tell you also multiple other version answers that you could possibly get that would make more sense than the correct quotation marks around correct answer. So here we have the equation. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 2 plus 5 equals 12. 3 plus 6 equals 21. And 8 plus 11 equals what? Now, obviously, when initially looking at this, you're going to be thinking to yourself, there has to be a pattern here. And so basically what the question wants you to infer is that when you do the math, you place equal sign there, you would basically drag that number at the very first number. You take this, the sum of the first equation, and move it down to the second equation, and you would add it to the second equation. That is what they are trying to get you to assume here. That one. Boom, and there you have it. See? And then you basically continuously do the same thing. And this is, to be honest, extremely dumb, and let me tell you why. When making math problems such as this one, you cannot cause your, hold on, sorry, that is correct actually, sorry, because you have to keep going down the list. I keep forgetting 21, 7, there we go. So when doing math like this, there is a certain amount that you can make the person who is going to do the problem assume, and there's a certain amount that you can't make them assume based off of the information that you give them to make it a fair equation, obviously. And so in this problem, they cause you to assume way too much for what they actually give you, which is quite ridiculous. Here we go at the very end. They basically want you to expand it out and not be able to figure out by the first one. There you have it. The actual answer that they give is 96. This is really dumb. Assuming that you have to bring down the first sum to the second equation is super dumb, and I'll show you why. Because I can get all of these answers right here. These first two answers. Actually, this one as well. These first 3 answers. I don't know about these ones. I'm sure I could test it though. And actually, yes, you can get every single answer that is right here. Yes. All these answers all the way up to this point. This answer does not fit in the pattern, I think. Actually, it does. It fits in another pattern though. Much easier way to get this, and then I'll show you guys a way that you do not get these answers. So first, let's show you the pattern that I came up with. So here we have the basic equations, right? And let's go ahead and type them out. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Okay. So we have our question marks, not 19, question mark. Boom. Now, obviously, some of you are going to say 8 plus 11, 19. Haha, very funny. It's been said before. Trust me, I've seen it. All right, so here we have the basic equations. Now, what I figured to do with this, and this will get you the 96 answer like they have it, is what you do is you take the second number. So in the first equation, we would take 4. And then what we would do is we would bump it up to a 5 and then multiply it. Where's the multiplication symbol? On my keyboard. Let's just use that. Multiply it by the first number, and that would get you, that is wrong, that is with doing exponents, that would get you 5, right? So then we have 2, and then we bump the 2 up to a 3, and then we multiply it by, sorry, hold on, let me multiply it, no, just kidding, ugh, messed up already. We have a 5, bump that up to a 6, and then multiply it by 2, and that would get us our equals of not that, but 12. There we go. So basically what you're doing is you're bumping the second number up to the next number above it. So if it's 4, it goes to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and so on and so forth. So then we would do 6 gets bumped up to 7, which is then multiplied by 3, and then equals not that. It would equal 21. And then for the final one here, just to show that it proves it, we would go from 11 up to 12, and then multiply that by 8, and the answer not be that, it would be 96. Now we can go ahead, I have a calculator right here to check. So 5 times 1, 5, right? Pretty simple. 6 times 2, right? 12. 7 times 3, right? 21. 12 times 8, 96. That would solve it. A much simpler way than doing this carryover crap. Now, another way that I was alerted to being able to do this was, boom. So another way to do this would be to take this and how is it described to me? Oh, right. So they will basically said kind of like the carryover thing, but it's kind of not using the carryover method. So what they did is they would take this number and use the first number twice. So what they did, let's see, I'll show you. So 4, okay, so for the first equation we have 1, right? So they'd take the first 4, they'd multiply it by 1, and then they would add the first number onto it, which then equals what? 5. And then they would take 5, and then multiply it by 2, and then they would also add the 2, which then gets us 12. And then same concept, 3 plus another 3 equals 21, and then 11 multiplied by 8 plus 8 equals 96. There you have it. So our this not a very good example of an IQ test. If you guys know anything about real IQ tests, most people would know that there is no IQ test that could actually predict a 100% accurate IQ for any person anywhere on this planet. All IQ tests are really general. If you ever take an IQ test, don't ever believe it. They're extremely general. They cannot be proven to be true because there are so many influencing factors when it comes to IQ, such as race, gender, background, current education level. Then you have income or class level, whatever they are, country, everything. Everything about a person affects how they would have to. You'd have to have even a specified IQ test for whatever that person is, whatever you are, whatever. Say you like me and you're like a white 18-year-old in college. If there was an IQ test for white 18-year-olds who go to college and have this degree of learning already, then this is their IQ test. That would still be a basic general statement as to what their IQ numbers could be being the key words there. So really, should you guys be stumped by this one? No, it's very dumb. So if you didn't get it on the first time, don't worry about it. It's extremely stupid. Not a very good math IQ test. The way that they wanted you to solve it here with the carrying over thing, that is not a traditional way to do anything really. But I hope this did clear up some things for you guys. So that is it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.